Hello, good evening, everybody. This is Sylvester Alfonso here. I would like to bring a series of programs about Bollywood actors. Today, we start with one such actor who began his career as a hero in the 1940s, and then, as his career slowed down, he began to do character and villain's role. The name is Premnath Malhotra. Premnath Malhotra was born in the year 1926 in Peshawar, Pakistan. His father was a police uh, chief, IG, Qatarnath. The family shifted to uh, India after the partition, and he was born and brought up in Madhya Pradesh, Jabalpur, or somewhere that side. Yeah, and his father wanted to put him in the army, but he was not interested in the army, and he was interested in plays, and he was interested in other activities. So he told his father, "You give me 100 rupees," and he came to Bombay by train. And in Bombay, he met Prithvi Raj Kapoor, and he asked him to give him work in his theatre, Prithvi Theatre. In the theatre, he met Raj Kapoor, and Raj Kapoor and he became very good friends. And he managed to become such good friends that Raj Kapoor fell in love with his sister Krishna, and they eventually got married. So it is the story of Premnath, and Premnath was a very good. He was a he-man. He could do anything what he wanted to, and he would do it with perfection. That was the general character of this man. He started as a hero in a 1945 film called Ajit. Then he went on to work with films, one or two more films, and then he did Aag with Raj Kapoor in 1947, in Barsat 1949, and he played a cameo in Raj Kapoor's all-time blockbuster Avara. And then he did a couple of films hit, and I watched his films right from the beginning of it. I watched his couple of black and white films on videos like Sagai, Now Jawan, and many other films I watched of his. I found this character very interesting, and I began to watch his movies every time, day in and day out. He had a muscular body. He was a he-man himself. This actor, he he was such a handsome looking, and he acted in a movie, in couple of movies with Madhubala. One of them was Badal, and the other one was, I think so, Aram. Yeah, and he signed 18 to 19 films with Madhubala. He eventually fell in love with her. But when he came to know that Dilip Kumar was also in love with Madhubala, so he pulled back. And I never seen such a man. He played in between. He played one of the villains role also in a movie called An with Dilip Kumar, directed by Mehboob Khan, and that was a challenging role for him. And then we seen that this man could play villain's role also to perfection. He every actor was wondering that which actress will he get married to. Eventually, he got married to Beena Rai, an actress, and they did a couple of films also together. But then he, uh, his career was sidelined, and she became a star also. But he never gave it up. He was a man of self-confidence. He could discuss any topic, anytime, and he was a master of all trades. Premnath Malhotra, that was. And he would do a thing to such a perfection that everybody would like it. He was harsh on face, but soft in the heart. That was the gentleman's character he had. He was doing a lot of things. He did a lot of charity work for people in the film industry, outside the film industry also. And then his career was sidelined. He never looked back. He went abroad. He did a study of religious things. He went out to see many other things. He he wrote a couple of books, and one of them was an English novel, Tears of the Heart. He did that, and I just read that book on the net. It's not available anywhere, but it is a masterpiece book, and it's all about reality of people who face more difficulties. And then, after his career was sidelined, he went on a world tour. He came back. He had two children, couple of boys with him. And then he came back. He switched on to character roles. Whatever he got, villain's role. He played a cameo of a villain role in Tisri Manzil, Shami Kapoor and Asha Parekh, but did not get much of a recognition on that. But then in the year 1970, uh, there was a movie named Johnny Mera Naam, and he was the central villain in that movie. And he told Pran Saab, Pran was also playing a role in that, Devanand was playing. He told both these guys, this movie is going to be a super hit. They asked him, why? Why do you say that? He's saying it is going to be released on my birthday, 26th November. And he believed, he had such a confidence in himself. And Johnny Mera Naam was released, and it was a super hit film. And there was no looking behind for him in his second innings. He did lot of roles, career roles, character roles, villain role. In every respect, he was an actor who played character roles but gave himself equally importance than to the hero of the film. His dialogues, his delivering dialogues were so impact. They created an impact on people. Really, it was something I loved to watch his movies. After Johnny Maranan came a couple of other movies, Raja Jani, he had Shore, he played a role of a Patan to perfection with Manoj Kumar. Array, that was a character you could see how he did a Patan's role, a friend to Manoj Kumar. And then came another super hit film, Bobby. He played a role of a Catholic, Jack Briganza, a fisherman. To do this role, he played Dimple Kapadia's father in this movie. And to do this role of a fisherman, he went to Warsaw. He stayed with the fishermen to know the life of the fisher folks. He stayed there for nearly 20 days practicing that with that Machiwari lungi. And he did that role even to a perfection. I was pleased. I love to watch that movie again and again. Jack Briganza, Machi Business, Fisherman. He's with that red cap on him always. That was marvelous, marvelous. I say, I hats off to this actor. He was a He-Man in his own style. And then came another role which was catered for him in 1975. 74, before that was Roti Kapda Makan. He played a role of a Sardar. By Kshatriya Kal, Baji with always a sword in his hand. 75 came another blockbuster. That was the role that was catered for him. film was made by Feroz Khan, Dharmatma, and he did a central role in that. That was marvelous. He played Marlon Brando's role, whereas Feroz Khan played Al Pacino's role. That was another mega blockbuster in his career, and he did lot of other things, lot of other roles. And his role, whenever it is a Premnath movie, I said I must watch it. Come on, what do you say? He was a man of his own style, and another movie was there. He played a villain's role also, was stunts. He didn't have to speak anything, but he had the action of showing his henchman what to do with a glass in his hand. Subhash Ghai has all regards for him, and so as other major actors like Dharmendra, Sunil Dutt, Manoj Kumar, Shashi Kapoor, Ranbir Kapoor. On the net, you will see many of these guys speaking so good about him. He he did a lot of charitable work that helped many people. He say, I got and I will give what I got. That was his way of doing things. Help the poorest. And in fact, he and Om Prakash were going for a shooting. And suddenly near Bandra, he told the driver to stop the car. And Om Prakash asked him why. Who is this lady? She's Kuku Mure. Kuku Mure was a famous cabaret dancer in Bollywood films in the 1940s and mid 50s until Helen took over from her. She was in dire straits. She had cancer and she didn't have money to eat also. She stopped and Premnath went in front of her. She was staggered to see with her torn clothes and all. Didn't even have clothes to wear. She asked for something. She said, can you give me a taxi? Because I have a boy who can drive a taxi and give it. He did. He went to the premier company and he told Om Prakash, see, this is Cuckoo for you. And what he did was, after the shooting, he went to the premier Padmini company, got a taxi, got a car painted, got a taxi license. Within 2 days, the taxi was at her house so that she could earn a living. And he also gave her a typewriter to do some typing work. In those days, they were typewriters, not computers, of course. And another incident I remember was Amrish Puri mentioned in his speech. He was doing a play in the year 1974 at Bypass Hall. And this thing happened, and that year, on that day, they had the heaviest rain of that year. And in all at Bypass Hall, only 20 people came for that play. And then that 20 people, Premnath was there. And he was surprised by Amrish Puri's performance as a stage actor. And he told him, you have done a marvelous job. But in this heavy rain, not many people have come. I guess you all must have had a losses now. Do one thing, I will pay all the money for the losses. So everybody was startled because there was such a relief in their mind because who will bear the losses? And this man came for their rescue. They said, I will bear their losses. Give me the amount, I will pay it. He has done a lot of charity like that in the film industry. And and everybody is very pleased with him. He was every director's choice in a movie. And the movie he did towards the end, he slowed down his work towards mid 80s. In 1985, he had a last film, and his two sons were also actors, but did not meet much success as he had in his second innings, I would say, because he started off well in the first innings, then his career went down. He did not look back. He said, never mind, forget it. I forget about my failures of the past. And he did He became more popular as a character actor in the present 70s and a villain's actor. He was the most scariest villain on the screen, I would say. And his dialogue delivering was very good. And I love to see his movies. And his face in the later half of his character resembled like a Bollywood character actor, Sidney Greensheet. Same face, same style. I think so. He adapted that style very much. And he was the first one in 1967 played a cameo in in a Hollywood movie. The first Indian to do that. And later on, Amrish Puri followed with Riders of the Last Ark with Harrison Ford. And many people followed his example. He did Bobby for no cost for his brother-in-law, Raj Kapoor. Premnath had two sisters. The elder sister married Raj Kapoor. The younger sister, Uma, married Prem Chopra. When Raj Kapoor offered a film, uh, uh, Bobby, to ask Prem Chopra to play a cameo role in that, so Prem Chopra was surprised. He phoned his brother-in-law Premnath. Hey, Raj Kapoor is offering me a film, a small role in Bobby. What is it? I don't understand. Premnath told him one thing: it is a Raj Kapoor film. Don't refuse it. And that's how Premnath did. Prem Chopra did that role of a cameo and that dialogue. Prem Naam Hai Mera, Prem Chopra was a very popular one. Another incident in he when he acted on the sets, he gave total dedication. In a movie called Kali Charan, where he played I.G. Khanna, Inspector General of Police, and where he is sitting down with his friend, who himself was a henchman in that movie. And there was a scene where both of them were playing chess, and there was a topic about his son being killed, and something like that. And then on the wall, he posted his picture of his father, I.G. Kedarnath. And then there was a dialogue. The henchman is asking him that, क्या हो गया आपके बेटे का? He's saying, क्या बताऊं? लेकिन मैं भी अपनी बाप की कसम खाता हूं, मैं भी आईजी केदारनाथ का बेटा है। जिस दिन वो सुअर का बच्चा मिलेगा तो भगवान और कानून का न्याय बाद में होएगा, पहले मैं अपना हिसाब चुकाएगा. That was the patent dialogue, and I liked. And he placed his own father's photo there. That shows his contribution to the shooting and film industry. His dialogues were very much important, and his bold, round, plumpy face looked more attractive even. And this was Premnath for you. But he died at the end in 1992. And it was a sad thing when I heard that he died. I was on the ship sailing. And this was Premnath Malhotra for you. Goodbye. Thank you. This is Sylvester Alfonso.